Trump terrified of going to prison? Why do you think he is terrified or not, or he is going to prison in upcoming days? What do you think? Please comment below. I'm going to react on this video. If you're interested in my channel, please make sure to subscribe. I do political reaction on the political videos of US and other important issues. So let's dive into the video without wasting time. Here we go.
If Donald Trump is convicted on any of the criminal charges, do you think he would actually go to jail? No. Let's be honest. Even with the most, probably I would say most extreme penalties that he could be facing, which would be the mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison in Georgia on the RICO charges, because they do carry the mandatory minimum of 5 years, I think even in this instance that would be waived. I simply logistically do not see how you put a former president in prison instead of relegating them to home confinement. So I think that is probably the most likely possibility. The only exception may be that mandatory minimum sentence in Georgia, because again, even though if they could waive it, well, I'm kind of messing that up. What I'm saying is I don't know if they can waive it. So they may not have a choice. If he gets convicted, it may be 5 years, nothing we can do about it. Perhaps an appellate court would be able to change the sentence. But again, we're talking about a state statute here. We've got a mandatory minimum. But with any of the other trials, and I think this is probably a better place to go with this, because these are the ones we kind of can figure out, there would probably be no prison sentence at all. It would likely be home confinement, confined to one home. He's not going to be able to say, okay, well, I'll do 6 months at Mar-a-Lago, I'll do 6 months at Bedminster. No, you're going to have to pick one, and you're going to have to stay there. And there will be probation. There could be community service. And honest to God, I think that would be the funniest part of all of it. Like, wouldn't it be great to see photos flying around the internet of Donald Trump on the side of a highway picking up trash with a stick with a nail at the end of it? I would love that. So that could be a potential punishment. But I don't think any of these other trials are actually going to seek jail time because, again, the logistics of it are just mind-blowing. He is guaranteed Secret Service protection. There is a federal law
for the rest of his life.
You cannot take that away unless you change the law. And obviously, given what's happening in D.C., we're not going to be able to change the law. So if he goes to prison, and this is why I think logistically it'll never work, the Secret Service would literally have to go with him. And you can't do that.
Okay.
So logistically,
it's
that
a
ain't going
good
to
news for
happen
Trump,
again.
by the way.
We do have some issues in Georgia with the mandatory minimum on those RICO charges of 5 years. Maybe he'll go for a plea deal. I mean, I don't think he would, but he could possibly. So we'll see how Georgia plays out, because I think that's the only case that could really actually send him to jail. And all the other ones, if they do secure convictions, I think home confinement is the most we could see for him.
What do you think? Is he going to jail or not? And what do you want? And what do you want? Do you want to send him to the prison or want him to be the next president of United States of America? In my opinion, Trump supporters are increasing day by day. The popularity of Trump is increasing. And there are a lot of Joe Biden supporters as well. Who you are a supporter of Joe Biden or Trump? Please let me know in the comment section. If you're interested in my channel, please make sure to subscribe my channel so that we can meet again. So I request again you to subscribe right now. Till then, bye-bye.